Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Art, and let's talk about DUI Let's talk about DUI stuff today. I got my second DUI in 2014. Yeah, that's like 4 years ago. Yeah, August of 2014. I got off of probation in 2016, so I've been off of probation for like 2 years. I this situation, what I'm about to say, happened right around about a month before my DUI. So, without further ado, let's talk about, and this would piss me off severely. Hold on a second. My man Tony. That's probably why you didn't answer his phone. I called him. He called me earlier today. I didn't answer because I was at work, and I finally called him, but get a chance to call him back. And it went straight to voicemail, so I'm like, okay. So he just texted me back. I'm like, okay. Now, what happened is one of the people I know lives in Texas, and the funny thing is that now, if you don't believe me, go to www.mysanantonio. Hold on. Sorry, it's loading. Here it is, right here. My SA, South Texas judge who. Take a look at this and read it. Okay, this is what I'm going to be talking about today, and I want to see if you agree with me or not. Now, what happened was that article I just showed you a picture from is from the San Antonio News website. And South Texas judge who got DWI charge dropped beside arrest video. Despite arrest video, asked for state to expunge from record. Hmm. Just when you thought it was kind of weird, it gets even weirder. Now, what happened is this judge, I'm not going to say the name or anything like that because you can read the article for yourself, was arrested July 12th, 2014, in somewhere in Texas on a DWI driving with, I think it's with influence or driving while influence or something, with influence or something like that. Basically, got busted for drunk driving. This is a judge. Now, what happens is it says a Texas judge wants her controversial 2014 drunken driving arrest to be removed from her record. She wanted to be removed from her record. She was arrested July 12th, 2014, charged with speeding, while second charge driving while intoxicated. Driving while intoxicated now. Now, here's the funny thing. Now this is a judge who sits on the court. She hears all kinds of criminal cases and civil cases and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure she even went through a couple of drunk driving cases. I'm pretty sure this judge right here, this honorable judge, sentenced and sat on drunk driving cases. I'm pretty sure. I'm very sure. So isn't it kind of ironic? You sat on these cases and you was hard as hell on these people. All of a sudden you get busted for it. Now what happens? Ooh, it gets interesting. The charge was dismissed. Let that sit for a minute. The drunk driving charge was dismissed. I'm doing this because it sounds fishy. It caused a lot of controversy. I wonder why it caused controversy. Because this judge, 9 times out of 10, sat on drunk driving cases and judged these people harshly. She gets bus driving. She gets bus for drunk driving, and guess what? It gets fucking dismissed. What? How the fuck that happens? So she wanted it to be expunged from her record. Okay. Now, what happens is they say generally Texas laws allows an individual to expunge information related to their arrest after the charge has been dismissed. So because it was dismissed, she could have it expunged from her record. Oh my gosh. So what happened is her attorney is filing to expunge this drunk driving arrest. Now imagine this, a judge who sits at the courthouse in San Antonio area, in Texas, where the fuck it is. Any judge. Imagine, okay, let me rephrase this. Imagine my judge who threw the fucking books at me, told me if he catch me drinking, he's gonna lock my ass up in jail. Hard as hell. Came down on me, made me look like a fucking idiot. He gets busted for drunk driving, and the system says, guess what? We're going to dismiss it because there's lack of evidence. Excuse me? A lot of nepotism going up in here. I'm pretty sure, I'm not exact, I don't know if she still serves or not, but think about this. Imagine people in Texas getting pulled over for drunk driving, getting busted for drunk driving. Hey, if that judge gets off, I should get off too. That sets a deadly precedent. Now the funny thing is, whoever sits on that court, now if she sits in that court, now she goes, if she's serving as a judge, and a drunk driving case comes in front of her case, she should excuse herself or say, you know what, you're free to go, free pass. In my opinion, because she got busted and she didn't serve the consequences. Okay, now it gets even fucked up more. Court record shows her was stopped driving 69 miles an hour in the 55-mile-an-hour zone. Well, you got speeding, right? Right, good. Sequentially failed field sobriety test. The dash cam footage shows her swaying, stumbling, and struggling to complete the officer's test. In other words, she was too damn drunk. And she was failing every fucking test they gave her. On the dash cam video. She told the officer that he was going to ruin her life. After she worked hard for 25 years to get to where she was. Knowing that she was a judge. And she was going to show her judge's badge. Now think about this. She gets busted. They catch her on video. The officer is not lying about anything. He's telling the absolute truth. And I think there was a video that was on YouTube or something like that showing this too. I think so. And it shows her being totally messed up. And they dismiss it for lack of evidence. They condemned her. The Judicial Conduct Committee, Water State Commission on Judicial Conduct, condemned her for using her position to try to get out of a ticket. But she received the lowest punishment, whatever that was. Now you think about this. The prosecutor said that this was everything was the officer's opinion. Now here's the funny thing is, if I was in Texas right now, that same officer busts me for drunk driving. You think that DA would be like, oh, that was just the officer's opinion that she was drunk? No, he'll be like, lock this motherfucker's ass in jail. If she would have kept her mouth shut, they probably wouldn't have figured it out till later. But because of the fact she said, I'm a judge. The document continues, furthermore, the judge's conduct during the traffic stop, her arrest for driving while intoxicated, and her subsequent plea for no contest in a speeding charge gained main attention. And basically, it made them look bad because guess what? If it got dismissed, now the thing is, if she would have got busted and charged for it like everybody else, it would show that the law is fair. If this thing got dismissed, I'm surprised no defense attorneys are chomping a bit. We're gonna get my client off of this shit because they say there's not enough evidence. What evidence they showed? Every evidence showed that she was fucked up. Okay. He said the district attorney said there was not enough evidence. Was not sufficient evidence to convict her of drunk driving. And refused a breathalyzer test. Now, if she would have took that test, of course she would have been done because she refused that breathalyzer test. There's not enough evidence. In Michigan, if I would have refused that breathalyzer, my license would have been automatically suspended for a year. She was stopped for anything but speeding. Now, here's the funny thing is that every drunk driving arrest starts off by you speeding or driving erratically. And then they pull you over for that because they know you're drunk. But what happened was the DA used the information they used to bust other drivers to get this chick off. Isn't that fucked up? But, but that's the funny thing about that. They protect their own. But they fuck you over the most. She only lived a couple of miles away. I worked hard for 25 years. The thing is that my current job, I worked there for almost 20 years. That's a life legacy that I'm doing. This other person I know was in the I think it was in the military or something like that for an odd amount of years and went to school, got a degree, and worked there for like 20 some odd years. So this guy right that I know, He's pretty. A drunk driving offense could knock this guy out. And the funny thing is, this judge gets to sit in and judge people in her district for drunk driving. Even after all that. That's fucked up. She gets a slap on the wrist. Man. And they dismissed the case. You gotta be kidding me. But then again, she went on her public Facebook page and said, "Oh, I'm sorry for all the actions I did." But the problem is that you got busted for drunk driving and got a slap on the wrist. You got a free pass. You know, people like me, I got 2 years probation. I got 2 year. I got 2 years probation. I had to go to drug and alcohol counseling. I had to go to AA twice a week. I got to submit to drug and alcohol testing 3 times a month and pay a humongous ass fine. I got my insurance rates doubled. I'm paying on a house. I'm paying my parents' mortgage. You know, that shit could ruin my life. Funny thing is, in the state of Michigan, no one gave a shit. They said, "Sorry, you fucked up." This person's a judge. Why not? Oh, it was just a judge. It's an officer's opinion. How many times have you heard stories about a police officer pulling another guy off the road drunk, and he finds out he's another police officer, and he let the motherfucker go? Do they let me go? Fuck no. I got my ass in handcuffs. You know, it's this kind of shit that irritates the shit out of me. Thing is, there's some politicians who got busted for drunk driving. And what happens? They get slaps on the wrist. That's fucked up. You know, that's fucked up. Celebrities get busted for drunk driving, get slaps on the wrist. Oh, they go to rehab for a month or so, and boom, they're free to go. Really? Why don't you let me go to rehab for a month? I'm pretty sure I can take a month off to go to rehab. I'm pretty sure my job will let me do it. And I can get a free claim. No, no, Art, that don't happen to you. That don't happen to you either. Or you, or you, or you, or you, or you, or you over there, and you over there. That shit don't happen to you. That shit don't happen to these guys over here. No, we get shitted on. We get demonized. We get fucked up. We got our ass split, and they're fucking us raw. And hopefully they pull out. That's what we get. That shit right there, they get slaps on the wrist, high fives. Sorry, bro, my bad. Better luck next time. And the funny thing is, especially that judge, I'm pretty sure she's sitting on drunk driving. And I bet you if she is, this is like a couple years ago, and if she still was, I'm pretty sure every defense attorney got their information lined up and said blah blah blah. So I'm pretty sure so if they were smart, they would let her not take those kind of things. Deal with some other stuff. We'll take all the drunk drivers. You fucked up. I remember I had a judge. I was talking to a judge once. I had a ticket. And he said, "You know what? He got a ticket in that same area too." Did he? And he said, "You know what I did? I got my ticket." He went to the. Hold on. Hey, what's up?